Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Keating, and this is Project Truth. In a world where partisan loyalty often outweighs logic, where corruption is excused as strategy, and where hypocrisy is dismissed as politics as usual, Project Truth exists to cut through the noise. My mission is simple: to expose hypocrisy and corruption, no matter where it comes from. I don't deal in blind ideology. I deal in facts, accountability, and truth. This channel isn't about left versus right. It's about the people versus the powerful. It's about challenging the narratives that keep us divided while those in power operate with impunity. Because if we don't start demanding integrity, if we don't start holding all leaders accountable, then we are complicit in the very system that's failing us. So, if you're here for honest, unfiltered analysis, welcome. Let's get into it. Trump supporters are celebrating the destruction of consumer protections, the erosion of constitutional principles, and the blatant corruption of our government. They're praising his work ethic, as if dismantling the safeguards that protect average Americans is some great achievement. I find myself at a complete loss. How are we all watching the same reality unfold yet arriving at completely opposite conclusions?
Unless, of course, your worldview is one where corruption is virtue, cruelty is strength, and power is the only goal. And to those who would dismiss my words as woke brainwashing, let me be clear: I do not subscribe to blind ideology. I believe men should compete in men's sports. I do not believe that a female prisoner, who identifies as transgender, should be forced into a men's prison, stripped of their hormone treatments, and left vulnerable to unspeakable violence. That was a Trump executive order. How does that align with the argument that there are only two sexes? It doesn't. It's just deliberate cruelty.
Now let's take this further. Which one of you would let a man accused of sexual misconduct by 26 women, including one who was only 13, babysit your child? Be honest. Because the man you wouldn't trust with your own daughter is the same man you trust with the presidency. The same man whose own words about women are a confession, whose business partners have been convicted of fraud, and whose own attorney general has seemingly abandoned law for loyalty.
And yet, he's convinced his supporters that he is the one fighting corruption. Trump claims the elites, in the I guarantee you every person Democratic Party are the ones in bed with corporate interests. But take a look around. Who is surrounded by billionaires? Who has CEOs practically groveling at his feet? Trump didn't just empower the rich, he made one the governor of Oklahoma, and we all see what's happening there. And the hypocrisy reaches even greater heights. Last night, Trump stood before a crowd and openly mocked democracy itself. He laughed, saying, "They tell me I can't run. I can run. And you know what? I just won't leave." And the crowd cheered. Imagine if Biden said that. Imagine the absolute hysteria, the cries of "dictator," the demands for impeachment, the calls for rebellion. But when Trump does it, his supporters applaud. Did they even hear themselves? This is the very warning Eisenhower gave us decades ago. This is the plot of Don't Look Up in real time, where a corrupt administration, unwilling to lose power, feeds its supporters comforting lies while the world burns. Where the truth becomes a joke, and blind loyalty replaces critical thinking. And the most terrifying part: this isn't just Trump. It's an entire political machine that has embraced delusion over democracy. So, I ask, are there others out there just as stunned, just as horrified by this madness? Because the truth is, a real leader unites, he doesn't divide. A real leader, if assassinated, would be mourned by a nation. Do you honestly think that would happen if Trump died? This is not statesmanship. This is cultism. And unless people wake up, we are barreling toward a future where freedom is just another thing we used to have.